Hi, I'm Olivia and I'm here with Harper's Bazaar UK and I'm here to share what you don't know about me. The 3 words that my friends would use to describe about me if they were being really, really nice. Generous. Oh God, this is so hard because you also it's like a brag. Blunt and loyal. Injustice makes me angry. Yeah, when I see injustice, that makes me really angry. Even if it's just like trivial injustice, it really gets my goat. My happiest is when I'm sat on the sofa, having a brew with a loved one and watching Gogglebox. That is my blissed out. That is when I'm the happiest. The job that changed my life was probably a film I did when I was 20 called Mina and the Dying Girl, just because it felt like that was the first time a director, Alfonso Gomez-Rejon, has really just believed in me as like a proper actor and felt like I could flex a little bit and show what I had in my arsenal. Yeah, that really changed my life. Even though I'd already been acting for 2 years, I think that was the first time I was like, oh no, I think I can properly do this as a career. The best piece of career advice I've been given is be nice but don't be a pushover. Being in a follow-up series to Game of Thrones is super surreal. Yeah, super surreal. The experience has been like undulating waves of calm and pressure. When I initially got the role, it was like, 4 seconds of euphoria, then just immediate dread. And then we started to film and we're in this this hermetically sealed, lovely bubble of love and creativity and fun. And then you stop and you're doing a press junket for however many months and all of a sudden it's not yours anymore and you have to give it up to people, and that comes with its own dread and pressure again, and it's quite scary and I don't really know what to expect. So I play Alicent Hightower. She is daughter to the Hand of the King. I'm best friends to the daughter of the King, Princess Rhaenyra. Alicent has been moulded by her father to be the most perfect woman of the court, and little does she know until much later on that she has been a pawn in her father's political aspirations. Later on that she realises that she actually holds a lot more power in herself and in her own political prowess than she realises. The Alicent that we've created is a much more nuanced and empathetic version, even though she does some incredibly morally wonky things. I've tried to come at it from a place of understanding. Well, my favourite character from Game of Thrones was the Hound, so I'm not sure that I took too much inspiration from that character, although would have loved to. I just don't think that really would have fit within the mould of Alicent Hightower. What I loved about the Hound is that he's just incredibly hard to get. I think I've got something in me that, if someone's like that, then I have to go at them and make them like me. Once you did, peel off and chisel out all the layers, there's a proper softie inside that we got to see, many seasons later. It was a slow build towards that gooey centre. I don't know what my dream role would be. I think maybe in the fantasy Olivia version, it would be like a John Wick type. But I just don't know if I've got that in me. I don't know if I've got the lung capacity for something high voltage all the time. Oh God, it's so hard. Ponyo is one of my favourite films. Phantom Thread is another one. Border is another one. Portrait of a Lady on Fire, I adored. There's so many, and I'm only thinking of really recent ones as well, but there's so many in the back catalogue that I can't think of that In the Mood for Love obviously is gorgeous, but it's hard answering that question and you feel so on the spot and then you feel really film illiterate, which I am really insecure about. J-Lo, Waiting for Tonight, that is the song that will always get me dancing. That is something that I've reintroduced to my playlist, having forgotten about that song. I love that song so much. Do I have a signature dance move? I don't know. I think what I do when I'm in the club is see who's like the best dancer and then just try and mimic what they're doing. Obviously not to as skilled a degree, but yeah, I try and, I'm a mimicker because I obviously have no personality of my own, but yeah, that's what I do. So I don't really know if I've got one that comes from the prism of me. My party trick, it's not even a party trick, it's something that I used to do at the dinner table. That, you know, your mum goes, oh, Olivia, do that thing to impress her mates, or just to shut me up, or to include me in the night. I'll see if I can still do it and not go blind. Is it working?
Yeah.
I think I'd probably be starstruck by like Gemma Collins. I think I would be, yeah, bowled over if I met the GC. I'm quite easy, so the most romantic thing for me is when I'm cooked for. You know, I think, yeah, the way to my heart is through my stomach, and I find that incredibly romantic. Just that effort, I think, is really lovely, and especially if they're a good cook and you see that they enjoy cooking, and you pair a lovely wine with it, and you make a dessert as well, and oh, I love, yeah, being cooked for. Even if it's your friends, I find it incredibly romantic. The best gift that I've ever been given, that's a hard one because you don't want to insult all the other gifts that you've been given. I once got a beautiful like black diamond ring once from a lover. That was very gorgeous, and I still have it, and it's very treasured. But that's very, you know, that's very materialistic and shallow. I'm sure there's very lovely ones that, you know, mean a lot to me that I've obviously forgotten about because I'm shallow. My first big luxury purchase was a house. Just got on the property ladder. Very stressful though. Oh my god. Yeah, really, really stressful. Didn't buy it outright. Got a mortgage. Let me just clarify that. But yeah, that feels like a big one. Oh, self-care means to me is just being kind to yourself. I think we've all got such a negative voice in our head, and I think, especially me, my mind tends to lead towards the negative bias more often than not. And so I think the biggest bit of self-care is to just be nice to yourself and treat yourself how you would treat everyone else around you, because there's words that you say to yourself that you would never say to anyone else, but it just slips off the tongue when you're talking about how you feel or how you think you look. And yeah, it's just so unhelpful. So I try and do that as much as possible, or I'm working on that. My superpower, I mean, I don't know what my specific superpower would be if it was coming from my own personality, but I would love to be able to fly. Be able to fly, or to be invisible, or to time travel, or to just like press the button like they do on Star Trek and just be in like a different place immediately. My advice to my younger self would be to take a chill, have a rest, don't take it all too seriously, remember to have fun. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned something new about me, if it was of any interest whatsoever. Make sure to watch House the Dragon on Sky Atlantic or Now TV.